What's good, yo? What's good? Speaker Club Podcast live every Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's your boy Mike Sis. Got the homie, Queens fucking native right here, man. Mother Loudy one.
Chicka yo. What it do? What it do? Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
missed it.
Hype, my
Woo.
nigga. By the ways of Northern Ireland, my nigga Varcraft.
Yo, what's up, everyone?
Oh yeah. Yo, I just posted on IG. I said one of my favorite back album covers of all time is that War Report. You know what I'm saying? The gas
Oh,
mask.
yeah. It's so dope.
I think that's Pone with the gas mask. You feel
Yeah.
me? Ah, yes, sir. Yeah. So tonight we're reviewing the 1997 masterpiece, Capone-N-Noreaga The War Report. Turns 25 years old in June. We're doing a little early for y'all, man. If y'all know me, you know this album means a lot to me. Salute to Raymond Santiago. This episode is dedicated to you, my nigga. Hold your hand. Love you, King. How to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because we talked about this in live streams, but we never reviewed it. So I'm beyond hyped for this. Like we do every fucking episode. There you go. There's a CD right there. I got the CD and vinyl. You got the OG, or is that the one with the Sam C Closer remix on it? Yeah? OG? Reissue? Oh, the nigga muted, I think. But yeah, we in here. I got into this shit from my uncle, like always. 1997. Summer 97. He was playing the T.O.N.Y video. And mind was blown. Loved it. Remind me of the shit I was already bumping. Like Mobb Deep and Nas, regular Queen shit. And shit that's going for a lot of money today. The cassette. And I had the cassette, which I still had it. And from there on, just the Capone-N-Noreaga mark, yo, like, the only good albums to me, like really, really good albums is this and the Reunion, but still top 5 group for me, probably like duos, because I just worship this album and we'll get into it. But and this also pays a lot because I met my best friend the year after this was released in 98, and he was all about this. He was half black and Puerto Rican like Nori, so he just related to it. And we played this shit every day. Then we got a little older on the blunt rides in high school. Just it's a staple, this album for me. So I can't wait to get into this. Just be like a solo mic show if I don't shut the fuck up and let these gentlemen talk. So how'd you get into this, Steve?
Yo, I got into it late, man. Not late, but like a couple years after the album came out. So
Right.
I didn't get into Capone-N-Noreaga CNN up until like 2000. So the first song I got into was that I got introduced to them rather was what y'all niggas want, y'all don't want to fuck with us, that shit. And then
CNN up for them peso. Yep.
yeah, you already know, and then phone time and all that shit. But then I bought this album around the time I bought Hell on Earth. And you know me, I used to go to Amazon.com. You remember QuickTime where you get like you play like the 30-second samples of the song and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was playing some of this because it has like the recommendations, and I saw Capone-N-Noreaga. I was like, oh, let me check this out. The first song I heard from it was Stick You. When I heard that shit made me want to go cop the album, man. And when I remember I went to Jamaica Avenue. I went to Music Factory, rest in peace. It was on 162nd Jamaica Avenue. I bought the shit, and man, I've been a fan since, man. And I remember shout out to my boy Alan Poe. He live in Atlanta right now, but he an Elmont nigga. He the one that got me into like production. Like he the one like influenced me to get into beats and shit, to making beats. But anyways, I remember I bought the album, and I remember he said he didn't like the album. Like, nigga, you crazy? Like,
Damn.
Yeah, he was like, yo, my boy, like, yo, he was trying to find the album. He couldn't find the album. He's like, yo, can you make me a copy? I'm like, yeah. So I let him, burn my CD, whatever, and then burn his copy for his man's at work. And man, like, I don't know, this album is phenomenal. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But that's how I pretty much got into this album. So from that,
Fuck yeah, brother.
Yeah, for me, I got into Capone-N-Noreaga through Noriega as a solo artist. So, yeah, I remember my older brother having some of his solo albums, the first one in particular. And I think he might have had that one from what was it, 2002, God's Favor. I think he might have had that. I have a vague sort of recollection of that. But yeah, I didn't get into the War Report until way, 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 way later, like when I started collecting CDs and stuff. And yeah, so I'm very late with this album. But yeah, yeah, not much of a story to tell. But yeah, I'm a big fan of this album too.
Oh,
So, yeah.
dogs! I can't wait.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Like, man, yeah, let's get into this shit, my nigga. Classic. Capone-N-Noreaga The War Report. You get the intro. That beat is grimy, produced by Charlemagne. Not Charlemagne from the Breakfast Club.
Oh, hell no.
OG Charlemagne. Capone-N-Noreaga talking about the people that got locked up and shit, niggas that got bagged, and they said they're ready for war. That beat is dark. Love that shit. Capone-N-Noreaga. That shit's fire, bro. What's your thoughts on the intro?
Yo, I agree, man. My opinion, that beat is dope. It kind of sets the tone of the album. It's just a shame that they never rapped on at least like one verse. I would have been good with that from both of them. The producer Charlemagne that Mike speaks of is he was like the sole producer of a very underrated but very respected group out of New York City, Natural Elements. I'm pretty sure all my hip hop heads, if you guys don't know who Natural Elements are, L Swift or L Swigger as he goes by, Mr. Voodoo, A Butter, do yourselves a favor. Just go on YouTube, type in Natural Elements, and man, the shit that they spit, the beats, fire. Like, but anyways, it's very dope, very mob. I don't want to say Mob Deep ish because it's like their own little steez, but it's like Queensbridge influence, I should say. But yo, like this is was just such a good beat, but it did serve its purpose. Just then talking the lingo, the guy, getting the 5%ers and shit. So just speaking the lingo and all that shit, just building. Let's get this money, let's get this loot. You know what I mean? So on some like strive for perfection type shit, but their version of it. That's what I got from it. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Very dope intro. Love the beat. That's my thoughts on that.
Dope comparison to the surviving perfection of the fucking Cuban Links,
Appreciate that.
It's a dope, dope comparison, brother.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a ton to say about this, but I agree with what you guys said. Really great way to kick off the album. That beat, is so dark and so hard. And even though this album has a vast array of producers, I'm very impressed with how cohesive this album is production-wise. And the intro is a great sort of example of what's to come next. You know what I mean? Just brooding, atmospheric, almost kind of haunting, this kind of beat. Like, yeah, works really, really well. And sets the tone for the album perfectly. So yeah, not much else to say about it apart from that.
Oh yeah. Then we get to the first actual song on the record, Bloody Money. Ooh. Amazing beat by Easy LP. Love that shit. Y'all get the bloody money. Did the cast, live niggas will smoke weed. Car seat stash. N.O.R.E.'s full fucking ill. I love that chorus. Then N.O.R.E.'s like, I'm fouled in gas that don't bust when it's supposed to. Been around you, play close, wasn't close to you. N.O.R.E.'s so unique and it works. You know what I'm saying? It fucking works. My favorite line in Bloody Money is when N.O.R.E. says, put the bogey out in your face. Now your face looks like ashtray face. Shit, it's so unique, but he knows how to fucking spit that shit. Amazing. That beat's crazy, man. Love that beat. Always love this song. And what a way to kick off the album, man. Nobody speaking that God body shit mixed with the gangster shit. Love it. This is just like you picture Timberlands and fucking army jackets when you listen to this shit, man. Wow. Superb track, man. 5 mic song for me. Bloody Money.
Oh yeah.
Amazing. Fuck yeah, brother.
Nah, I agree, man. And you're definitely right about N.O.R.E., man, because he definitely had an unorthodox style, but it worked for him.
Yeah.
And the production that he raps over complements that style, if that makes sense. Man, just so much quotables, man. Like when he said Ice Girl Stairs, should have set it off right there. Shit like that, man. It's damn, you can picture that shit. See the nigga looking at you and shit, you know what I'm saying? What you gonna do? You know what I mean? Let's go, let's do it. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, man, you can tell N.O.R.E. was fresh off the streets. He was he was rough around the edges. You could tell over the years, he's got more polished, but I like this Nori when he was like, more rugged, raw, like untrained, but like he was under the tutelage of Tragic Gaddafi, which we'll get into later on and stuff like that. So, but yeah, man, I feel like Bloody Money should be up there with the likes of like Shook Ones, The World Is Yours, like the classic hip hop boom bap classics. That song definitely should be mentioned in my personal opinion. Just the beat, that Bill Conti sample, from Rocky and all that, definitely just has like an iconic sound to it. And yeah, I think Bloody Money definitely deserves to be up there with the likes of Shook Ones and The World Is Yours, Dead Presidents, and that's my personal opinion on that. Ice Cream, Crossway Scarface,
Oh,
you already know.
I agree 100% with you, brother.
Yeah, yeah,
This is
yeah.
that upper echelon fucking hip hop shit, my nigga. Bloody Money is definitely up there for me.
But
Sure. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you guys. Great way to follow up after that intro. This song, love the haunting piano loop used on here.
Yeah.
Works really, really well. And the drums in this hit so hard too. Yeah, very dope production. And Noriega, I agree with what you guys said. Sort of unorthodox, and his voice is, unique. You know what I mean? There's no one that sounds quite like him, and I always love that with anyone. You know what I mean? If you've got your own voice and your own style, I always respect that. And yeah, he came correct on this, and yeah, fantastic track. Really, really enjoyed it a lot. Yeah, not much else to say. Really great introduction to, you've heard the intro, but this is what the actual songs are going to be like. Just pure fire. Love it.
Fuck yeah. Amazing. Amazing, man. Follow up with another track, man. Driver's Seat.
woo,
Featuring Iman Thug and Busta Rhymes, if you want to call that a feature.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Iman Thug sets the track off just lovely. Spitting that grimy shit. Noise verse, he just goes in. Love Noise unique style, Yo, Victoria's Secret bitches that suck dick raw. You know what I'm saying? I love that shit.
yeah.
And that chorus is just infectious, Keep it real with a nigga, keep it real with me. I cut the hand off a nigga trying to steal from me.
Woo.
2-5 be that bomb, diggy bomb. You see, black juice in the Yukon driver's seat. I fucking love that shit,
That's
bro.
cool.
I know. And then Busta.
That's so Queens, my nigga. That is
It is, brother. Oh shit. Yo, it is. Hey, yo, if Busta had a fucking verse
yeah.
and fucking like did that I can hear him doing the chorus. You could just hear Busta doing that. This is
Yeah.
97 when Disaster Strikes Busta.
Yes,
One of my
sir.
favorite eras of Bust.
Yep.
And he just talking shit at the end. I wish he had a verse. And this is produced by Nasheem Marek and Carlos 6 Brody, from Bad Boy, Hitman and shit. But yeah, man, dog, Driver's Seat, one of my
Yes, sir.
ultimate favorites. I just get flashbacks of hopping in that fucking 97 Mitsubishi Eclipse, the gold joint with me and my nigga Ray, smoking, rapping and shit. Takes me back, bro. Like, I almost got emotional writing this notes, bro. Like, seriously. This album means that much to me, bro. It's just a fucking masterpiece. Yeah. And shout out to the nigga Flea Lord, man. On that album with Bugs, that Ram LZ, he got a song called Driver's Seat paying homage, and he does the chorus. It's fucking fire, my nigga. So yeah, Driver's Seat, man. Iconic.
Yeah, I agree. One of my favorite tracks of the album. This should have a video for it. Imam Thug, if you go on his Instagram, he does have like a video paying homage to his verse only. It's fire, yo. It's definitely fitting. Love the line by Nori. Love the line by Nori where he says, "Kick doors in, shake 4-4s in. You escape the nerve van, swerve in, TV inside suburban." Like, just the way he said that was so ill, man. And like, because the beat alone is just so dope, man. I love it. Like, I wish it would have been dope if the video for LA, like the first half of it would have been, or at least T.O.N.Y. The second half would have been Driver's Seat, like for one of those videos. That should have been so dope, but fortunately that never happened. But something, but overall dope track, one of my favorite tracks of the album. Love this shit.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, another really great track. Beat wise, it's a little bit different. It's definitely a smoother track, a little bit more soulful.
Yeah.
Sort of mixes things up a bit. I really like a Man Thug's verse. Like, that's someone who I'm not familiar with at all, and I think he did a really good job, setting the track off lovely. And Noriega again just doing a fantastic job. I really like this line. It's only one line, but when he says, "My faculty blow holes in your machinos and tuxedos," like that's so dope. Really, really dope track. And what else can I say? You guys did a great job. So yeah, Driver's Seat, really dope track. Like I said, keeping things fresh production wise, but yeah, still that sort of gritty, hard hitting street shit. Love it.
Fuck yeah. Fucking 5-star shit right there, man. And then you get Stick You. Featuring Tragedy Gaddafi, man. This shit's so gully. Gully beat by Naughty Shorts. Tragedy's one of the illest MCs out of Queens. Straight the fuck up. He taught Nori how to rhyme. You feel me? Like, first time on the album, he hear Pone too. Pone rhymes on the album. Favorite verse in here is definitely Nori. For years, I've been buying my cake from some cat, Dominican nigga who look black. I love that shit, bro. That ultimate drug talk on this shit. You know what I'm saying? Sticky was crazy good. That's definitely a motherfucking track I'll be rewinding back all the time when I play the record.
Oh yeah.
So hard, grimy as fuck.
Yeah, I agree. Like I said, this song right here was my introduction to this album, basically. And just from them talking in the beginning, like it's like one of those things. Like you can't just skip the intro. Like you have to play the intro into the song. Like that's how good this song is. Pretty much it just talks about drug deal gone bad, that kind of thing. And Tragedy. The beat is just so fucking dope, man. It's dark. Like that's one thing I miss about New York hip hop. Like the piano samples and shit like that. We need to bring that back. Like that shit was like a staple for New York hip hop, especially in the late '90s, especially around like the mafioso era. You know what I mean? My favorite line was from Tragedy when it says, "My crew busts back with cap peeling. You're through dealing in a box with no feeling. Informer style. Former type. That's what you get for stealing. It's the money of the morgue, son. Ready to die. Black infinity tide. Yo, Poppy, call K. I love that. Killed that shit, yo. Yeah. That's my thoughts on that. Stick You, man. Capone,
that beat is crazy.
Oh, no, for sure.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. The intro is great because I just love the way you hear like the rain in the background, like the storm kind of brewing.
Yes.
And you got that. Just little bits of piano in the background, and then when the song actually kicks in, tempo goes up a notch, the drums kick in, and that piano loops more often. You're like, oh, so dope. Really, it's something that's I don't know. A lot of songs don't quite do is that sort of build up, that sort of anticipation, especially in hip hop. I think other genres maybe do it a bit better, but in hip hop we often just get the beat right away. And that's it. But like, I love that sort of anticipation that this intro kind of does. And I agree with you guys. Like, Tragedy Gaddafi, fantastic, really, really good. He always all his features on here, fantastic. And just another, like I said, like really dope track. You know what I mean? Not much else to say about it apart from that. But yeah, that beat alone is fantastic. It's probably one of my favorites on the album, beat-wise alone. And everyone involved did a fantastic job on here. So yeah, not much else to say apart from that.
Yeah, man. Like, he's a veteran. Like, Trage to War Report is like how Noid is to the Infamous and Hell on Earth, and like
yes, absolutely.
Teflon, like how Teflon is to like the Warriors and fucking Fire and
Sparks. He's that reliable, like third guy.
Yeah, the nigga dead nice too, for real.
Yeah,
like, incredible.
He's gotten better over the years.
Now we get who Trage? Hell yeah, that nigga nice, bro.
Yo, before
it tells you Hoodlum was dope. But go ahead, bro. No, go ahead, bro.
No, I was gonna say real quick. I saw a post on Nori's Instagram or on Facebook that I saw them like all three of them like on Queensbridge saying like, "Yo, you down to do another War Report 3?" So that would be pretty dope. So Tragedy has his hands into that, like with the production and all that. Yeah, yeah, I definitely I'm all for that because that Lessons album they dropped back in like I think 2012, 2013 was pretty good.
I never heard that shit. I gotta hear that.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Nori, get out of Miami. Stop
Yes,
drinking. Go to fucking left rack.
yes,
Starve, and then write the album.
Oh god.
You know, because now I can't really stand Nori. I'll keep it a buck, but
yeah.
yeah, back 97, 98 Nori, 2000 Nori. Yeah, I love, bro. So yeah. All right, we get to Parole Violators.
Whew.
God, featuring Havoc and Tragedy Gaddafi. Love this beat by Havoc. Sounds like something he cooked up for Hell on Earth.
Yep.
You
Yes.
know, mad dark. Havoc sounds so dope on the chorus. You know, Tragedy verse got some shit censored on here. Always hate that about hip hop. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are a
But
few tracks on here like that, unfortunately.
yeah, I know, bro. I hate that shit. But you know, they should let the artist talk that shit no matter how foul it is. You feel me? Like, come on. But yeah, Pro Violate is fucking crazy. That beat too nasty.
Yeah, definitely one of my favorite tracks. Little tidbit. So on because like Mike says, I do have the OG pressing of the album. If you look in the credits, it'll say it was produced by Tragedy Gaddafi, but it was actually produced by Havoc. You can tell by the drums. Like I always that was kind of funny, but decided to throw it out there. I'm not sure if the one you have, Mike, says the same thing. I'm not sure. Do you remember?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I think I
Okay.
could, you know, but I do have the one with the Sam Snead closer on it. That's
Okay.
my
Okay.
version. Because when I
And
had the tape, that had the other one.
okay, so yours have Doug Paradise, right?
Yep.
Yeah, mine don't have that. I have the Stay Tuned joint.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have the original as well.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was the original until you told me. Like that's crazy.
Yeah. We'll get into that. I
Oh
don't.
yeah.
We'll get into my opinions on the OG closer later.
Oh no doubt, no doubt, no doubt.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, Parole Violet is one of my favorite tracks of the album. I mean, the beat, you guys know I'm a big Havoc fanatic, Mobb Deep fanatic as well as Wu, but Mob for some reason just sticks to me, just the sound alone. But so what both Ross and Mike were saying about the censored version, there was a line by Tragedy where he talked about pretty much like grabbed one of the girls, videotaping her, camcorder, and like raping her. And the raping part was like he said, "We're just raping her," that type of thing. So that was like the line like they had to blur out on the show. It's like really gotta actually you can find that version on YouTube. You just type in I think Parole Violators 2, and it's like the full length uncensored version of it. And but yeah, man, that shit goes hard, man. I mean, I wrote some lines, but I'm not gonna do too much. But I just wanted to throw that out there. But definitely one of the best tracks of the album. Just like, like Mike said, like that Hell on Earth kind of vibe, man. And it's so dope, man. Yeah, that's my thoughts on Parole Violators.
Real quick before I let my nigga Ross handle this. Thug Paradise is the same as Stay Tuned. Same shit. Just name different.
Really?
Yeah, same exact shit.
Oh shit!
Yeah, just name different. Only the big difference is the closer.
Got you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Parole Violator is another one of my favorites on the album. Yeah, as soon as it starts, it's a Havoc beat. Like you said, like the drums and the percussion are just so distinct, the Havoc style. Definitely that, Hell on Earth sound on here. Really, really dope. And yeah, Noriega and Gaddafi again doing a great job. Not a lot of Capone on this album so far.
No, it's not. The nigga was locked up.
Yeah. So
some shit like that.
yeah, he definitely shines later on the album. But yeah, these earlier tracks, he's not on it as much. But yeah, really dope. I think Noriega, did a great job. I love how he kicks off his verse. Capone, you stay on the street and keep the cipher complete. 2-5 circle, caught you snitching. Now we hurt you. You know what I mean? It's just hard. And then yeah, like you said, the Mobilarity one, Tragedy Gaddafi's verse is crazy. Very, very hardcore. But I like that. You know what I mean? That crazy shit. So yeah, yeah, great track. And yeah, that production from Havoc just mad dark, you know what I mean? Fits both of those guys perfectly. So yeah, one of my favorites for sure. Quite a short track, but it's not one of those ones where it needs to be longer. I think it's like the perfect length.
Fuck yeah, I agree. It goes by too. We just enjoy the fuck out of this record, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Like the album overall is pretty long. It's like 70 minutes, but yeah, it
Yeah.
flies by pretty quickly.
I know. Yeah, that's a good album for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yep. Same with like Cuban Links and stuff. That's long
Oh
too.
hell yeah, Cuban Links is a fucking masterpiece, bro. All right, we got Iraq See the World featuring Castro, Mussolini, Mendoza, and Troy Outlaw, like a dope ass posse cut, beat by Easy LP. Mendoza killed it. Yo, son, I'm packing steel. Wear your hard hat. You pull out, you bust that. You got useless. Where your heart at? Shit's hard, bro. Nori ends it off the track lovely. And shout out to Mussolini, man. I always wanted like Maze and Mussolini to have an album. A lot of niggas say, oh, they're kind of whack. I thought those are dope, bro. You know, especially Mussolini's verse and sometimes, the Miller Flynn album. Yeah, dope as fuck. Yeah, Iraq See the World is definitely fire. I fucks with it for sure.
Yeah, just saying they never dropped an album, man. They were supposed to drop it. I think it was supposed to be called Golden Skies or some shit like that.
Yeah, it's in the booklet to the N.O.Y. album.
Yeah.
Talk about military.
Shame, man. Yes, sir. Yeah, man, I agree with Mike, man. Dope track, produced by Easy LP, another dope producer, very underrated producer, man. He did Get Money by Junior Mafia and countless others. Ice Thug Medallions, he did that. Ice Thug Medallions with Royal Flush came out the same year. This album, another dope album that we have to do
this year for sure.
At some point, we got to, because the album does not get any love at all, man.
It doesn't.
It has a following, but but the way us three love that album, yeah, we got to show some sign, man. Shout out to the governor of New York, of Queens, man. But Castro, man, yo, when he said new assembly, new identity, remember me, keep remedy for the poison of my enemy, Martin Remy, Jack D to Alice A, you're the multi-Don P, personal Henny, have me hurt many actions, cooking fractions. Woo! Just the way he playing with the liquor and all that shit, dope, man. I love that. And there was other stuff that I wrote, but I'm gonna keep it short, for the sake of time. But yeah. Mad quotables on that song right there, man. Yeah, it's my thoughts on Iraq See the World. Dope shit.
Fuck yeah, it beats fire too.
Lord.
Yeah, this is a dope track, dope posse cut. I have to admit, like, I'm not really that familiar with the features on here, but I think everyone did a great job. They all really fit nicely together and fit really nicely on the album. And I really liked Mussolini's verse. I thought he did a great job.
That thing was nasty.
Yeah, he is nasty. I need half out of that cake of regulate, taken while you scheme and contemplate. Only results in 360 action, but if it come back, then I'm pumping double action. that's far. Really dope. And then Noriega comes in at the end, and he does a great verse too. And like you guys said, like another really dope beat on this album. And again, like, just reiterating what I said earlier, like we've got a mix of producers, but they all very much, all the beats fit in really nicely. Like you would never, well, maybe a few instances, but in general, you could believe that this was like, maybe one or two producers throughout the entire album. Like it's very consistent. And Iraq See the World again. Never one of those dark kind of brooding beats, atmospheric, street, gully, absolutely beat wise. So yeah, really dope posse cut. I like it a lot.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Now we get to one of my ultimate favorites on the album. I fucking love this song. Live On, Live Long. Absolutely love this joint. The beat by Nori Shorts, kind of softer, but still dope. I know we're talking about when him and Capone met in jail. Like Talib and Most, they met at a fucking bookstore. These niggas met in the fucking Bing. You know what I'm saying? That's hard, Yeah. Love this, bro. Like, Nori's talking about, loyalty. His loyalty to Pone. And I'm all about that loyalty to my niggas, so I can definitely relate to that shit, and it's great song. CNN.
Oh, sure.
Amazing. Like getting hot to that song too. Very smooth, great song. Love it.
Oh, no doubt, man.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
brother.
quotables for days, man. Just like Mike said, man. You sort about, just them, meeting in the Bing and that kind of thing. Love the line where it says, "Why it seem like everyone still ends up in green, right? By all means, right? You get lock it. Really seem get hit, true turn blood and some crip. Yo, yo, Gorilla Vice grip, Latin Kings. I love that. That's that jail shit right there. Love
Fuck
that.
yeah.
Yeah, it's my thoughts on that.
Yeah, really dope track. Like you said, Mike, beat wise, a little bit smoother, but at the same
Yeah.
time, still has that ruggedness to it. You know what I mean? Still has little bit of darkness to it. But yeah, um, yeah, and that fits obviously with what he's talking about too. A little bit more kind of reflective on this song. You know what I mean? And like you said, just talking about meeting up with Capone and sort of talking about the kind of loyalty factor and yeah, dope storytelling on this track too, and yeah, that hook is pretty dope as well.
Yeah.
Definitely kind of like a chantable kind of hook that you can kind of imagine people kind of joining along in like a live setting. Yeah, very dope track. Not this is another one of those albums where it's pretty much flawless. I can't. There's not a lot of bad things to say about it. So yeah, another really strong track on this album.
It's the motherfucking Queen's angel dust or something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is their dirt,
Yeah, Queen's dirt, nigga. You know? Yeah. Yeah, bro. Fire. Now. Woof. Dog.
Yeah.
Never Die Alone.
Oh man.
Oh, Buck Wild laced them with the super grimy beat. One of my ultimate favorite songs on the album. N.O.R.E. is so ill. Yo,
Yeah,
Ice
he is.
Pick, Arabic, Saudi Arabia. My clip roll thick, rip shit like WrestleMania.
Oof.
Bro, fire. Capone catches bodies on here too. And of
Yes.
course, Tragedy comes on here and ends it off greatly. Buck Wild got 2 beats on here and they're fucking ferocious, bro. That's some grimy shit. That beat always gets me higher, bro. I want to smack fire out of nigga to that shit, bro. So hard, bro. That shit is so ill. Takes me back, bro. The Knucklehead days, Steve.
Oh yeah.
Knucklehead days, bro. Yeah, nigga. Never Die Alone is crazy.
Yeah, I agree with you, Mike. I have to give it to Capone, man. He did his thing when he said, play the corner close, quick to jump on the toes. That shot, take it not, don't get ghost. While you talk frontin', walk frontin' like a villain. Soft something, so hot, water filling. More with the ice chillin', roll dice like a killin'. Wanna see it twice a million. No love, got a civilian. Mix a lot in the spot kneeling for a second. Freeze Dylan. Yeah, dope. This is the way he said it was dope, man. Like,
yeah, more God body shit, bro. Mix a lot.
yeah.
Dog.
Whew.
Ray's uncle, shout out to Uncle Carlos, man. When he's a God body nigga, you know? So every time they would say something, he'll explain what it meant. Like mix a lot is like the prayer, you know? Like that nigga taught me everything on here and 36 Chambers. Everything. And when I was a kid, I didn't know what the fucking nigga was talking about, you know? But
Right.
yeah, shout out to him too, man. Yeah. This album's special. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, it's special.
Yeah, I mean this song is probably up there as one of my favorites on the album. As soon as that beat kicks in, yeah, it's definitely, in my opinion, it's probably the most hardest beat on the album. And
I was thinking that today, Ross.
That's saying something, on this album, but it's just so direct. It's like so punchy, like it's so immediate as well. As soon as the track starts, you're hit with that, and yeah. Love it. I think this song is absolutely incredible. Noreaga set it off lovely. Love those lines that you quoted at the start. Like, yeah, amazing. And then, yeah, Capone, he really shined on here. How he's able to kind of keep rhyming off the same sort of rhyme over and over again is really dope. Villain, feeling, chilling, killing, million, civilian, like that's so dope.
Paul was killed that shit.
He did, and Gaddafi, he came in as well. He was dope.
Yeah.
In Kuwait, our wit skull and crossbone in my own zone, Motorola flip phone, the infrared on Giorgio Armani specs, blowing texts at the opposite sex.
Yo.
This song, it's up there for me. It's one of my favorites on the album. I think it's incredible. I really do.
Fuck yeah, brother. That shit is so hard. Amazing. Now, single on the album, bro. First shit I ever heard from him. Blew my fucking wig back. T.O.N.Y, Top of New York. Featuring Tragic Gaddafi. Produced by Nasheed Myrick and Carlos Sixtuali Brody. They killed the beat, man. Nori, I smoke bogey. Swore like Shinobi, Soon as you block can make you know me. And it's shit's so fucking hard. Then Tragedy is one of my favorite verses on here. Now you little monkey niggas want to play gorilla, Oh my god. T.O.N.Y, better than why. I see, that's fucking infectious, bro. Come on, that beat too.
Yeah.
That's like pull a ski mask on, bro.
Yeah.
That sample, that baby. Oh my god, yeah. That shit's hard. That's an anthem. That's a New York anthem.
For sure.
Niggas want shit on me. Make history. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah, man. Fucking. So what's funny about this song? I read it online somewhere where he Nori was saying like he got the title of the song from a reel in the studio that said T.O.N.Y, and so T.O.N.Y being the top of New York, being pretty much the top of the drug game. So that's why he got that's the inspiration for the title of the song. It's from a real.
Never knew that shit.
The real and shit. Nori, man, love the line when he said, "Air conditioned cooler system, yo, the T glisten on a mission, shoot you in the back position, found out missing, 2-5 deep in prison, had kid listen, dying the cross like a Christian, so fuck you, plus your religion, your weak religion." Man, brutal.
On a single as well, yeah.
Yeah. Man, yo, why niggas can't rap like that no more, man? I miss that, man. Like, I love that shit, man. And the video is dope too. Tragedy did his thing, but yeah, I have to give that to Nori for that. My personal opinion.
Yeah, Nori fucking bodied it.
Yeah.
Beyond classic.
Yeah, definitely. This is a classic song. Definitely, like you said, Mike, an anthem. You know what I mean? There's just something about it. Like, it's just one of those songs. When you listen to it, it kind of sticks out to me as like single material, but at the same time, it's not like commercial in any sense of the word. You know what I mean? Of the words, you know what I mean? Which is evident, by the lines that Mobility One quoted there. But yeah, just something about it. There's something really sort of iconic about it when you listen to it. It's like, yeah, definitely stands out. And yeah, again, everyone does their thing. Noreaga, he killed it. Yeah, pretty much his entire verse is crazy. And then Capone, he did a fantastic job too.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Cash and Hydro, eyes low, look at the Philippine, divide though, to regulate the Empire State kicked up, rigged up 100 foul, now we list up, fire shit. That, all that kind of dope dealing kind of shit. And then Tragedy Gaddafi, again, doing a fantastic job on here too. I like towards the end where he says, crime side of life, foul price to pay, illegal life, trigger drive till we old and grey. Kind of simple, but like makes you think. It's like, whoa, that's dope. You know what I mean? Saying, just how they're gonna keep going until they're old. That's like just the way he says it. Very, very kind of thought provoking. And yeah, overall, fantastic track. And like you said, big single, and yeah, big standout on the album for me for sure.
Fuck yeah, brother. Good breakdown, y'all. Love T.O.N.Y. Hell yeah, brother. Let me get Channel 10 featuring Tragedy Gaddafi. Lord Finesse on the boards. Hails the production on here. Like when poems like, it takes nothing but a slug to feel a villain. Simple, but that shit is hard as fuck.
Yep.
No reverse, so dope. Spitting that up north talk on here. You got a whole ball like on that jail shit, You cold weak, live life on the street. or you locked up, homoed out with pink sheets. Like that shit is fucking crazy, bro. Nori's fuck. That era of Nori is unfuckwittable. One of my favorite MCs of all time.
Oh,
Straight
for
the
sure.
fuck up. You know? Oh god, yeah. Channel 10 is crazy. One of my ultimate favorite songs on the album for sure. Yeah, fire.
Yeah, I agree, man. Lord Finesse, he's definitely one of my favorite producers.
Hell
Love like his and the son could rhyme too, man. He
oh,
raps over
hell.
like niggas over around circles, man. That's how dope that nigga is. So for all my New Yorkers, man, not these not these fucking hipsters, motherfuckers. New York niggas that grew up in the '90s. Y'all know that Channel 10 was CNN. That was CNN back in New York time in the '90s. Channel 10.
Yo.
So yeah, so that's where they got the title from, and then their name CNN, Capone-N-Noreaga. A little story with that too. The reason why um they did the whole, the Arabic, the whole Arabic, Iraq and Kuwait and all that shit is because at the time this was like the mafioso era, and so Tragic Gaddafi being like the head honcho, he was being like the, pretty much like the Abbott, pretty much just saying like, like he didn't like the fact that niggas was repping like the whole mafioso shit because the Italian niggas was racist against black people. So them being god bodies, you feel like like, what? Let's just derive the Asiatic way of things, the Arab Islam and all that shit.
Yo.
So that's why you had names like a Gaddafi and all that shit and all that good stuff. So I had to throw that out there. Now with that being said, Channel 10, like I said, like was CNN in New York at the time. I don't know what it is now. I haven't lived in New York in years. But Capone, man, he stole the show on this one, man. Love the line which says cops harassers, niggas blasting the day that was passing. Time for action. Cock the Mac. Water satisfaction. Shoot laughing. Slug caught it up in the chest gasping. Nigga blanked out. Chopped before they start rapping. Man, woo, man,
Damn.
oh, yo, that's so vivid. Son. That
Fire.
image, yo. These gapping his breath before he dies. Have you getting blasted in the chest, yo? That's, whoo, man.
Not
That's
many are fucking with the War Report, kid. This shit
nah.
is
This
fucking
shit,
massive.
whew. I can see why people always put a battle between Hell and Earth and this album, but they're two different albums. You can't. I mean, you can compare by production, but they're two different entities, man. Like they
Yeah.
have their own respect. Yeah, I can't put them together. But I see why they do it, but nah, it ain't nothing fuck with Hell and Earth. I don't care what nobody says. But
I'm with you, bro. I don't
yeah,
know I worship this album, but Heron
yeah.
Earth too. Yeah, that's my baby, man. You know.
Yeah, Channel 10.
Whew. My bad.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, no problem. Yeah, no, it's just a fire song. Yeah, I love Finesse's production on here. Just mad dark, kind of sets the mood really well. And my favorite verse is Capone's at the start. He killed it, you know. I stacked my safe with peeling Jake on the trace I'm peeling, and with a Mac I had the whole fucking nation kneeling. Love that, so good. But yeah, obviously Noriega, he comes in later on and he killed it too. And yeah, I really like this track. Just kind of like a good, like deep cut of the album, but like I just love the production on it too. Yeah,
Yeah.
fire.
Brother. Now we get the Pone Phone Home. It's just a skit with like Pone talking to Jungle. Nas' brother from jail. That's all it is. Nothing to say. You know?
Right.
Skip
It's
that.
yeah, I would skip it to be honest.
Yeah, that's all it is. Jungle talking to Pone. That's all it is.
Yeah.
And then I know that voice from anywhere. I know that's definitely Jungle. And then you get Thug Paradise if you have the reissue, or you get Stay Tuned. It's the same shit. Trust me. It's just a different title. But featuring Tragedy Gaddafi. Kind of a funky beat on here. Produced by Demo. Let me put that up. Let me pull that up. Steve got the OG. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I like when Pone's like, didn't even brush my teeth. I grabbed heat. Love that. One of my favorite Nori got some dope lines in here too. You know, one of my favorites with the War Report for sure. Kind of fun, kind of different, you know.
Yeah.
But it's definitely dope for sure.
Yeah, I didn't really write anything on it. It's cool, but it's not like one of my favorites. But it's a cool track.
Yeah, not one of my favorites either, but it's definitely dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I like the beat for it. It's pretty good, pretty dark, but yeah, it's not one of my ultimate favorites on the album either. It's fine. It sort of breaks up the album a little bit, but it's not one of my favorites either. It's pretty good though.
Oh yeah. Then we get. Oh man, this shit's fire.
Oh.
Capone Bone.
Mm.
Absolutely love this beat by Marley Marl.
Yes.
Kamal sets it off, Capone sets it off, spitting that fly shit for the ladies, Capone talking about cats that can't hold shit down for the woman, and he ain't afraid to eat the kitty. You know what I'm saying? Love this joint. He's like, she got ugly feet. I can't fuck with her. Pone, my nigga. I'm a foot fetish freak, bro. Like, straight the fuck up. So, yeah, I can't fuck with it. You gotta have shit on point. So, shout out to Pone for that one. Shout out to Redman, too, for mentioning that in Superman Level 3 and shit, too. But, yeah. So, they paying it because of my foot fetish. Yeah. So, yeah. Capone Bone, fire. I love that beat's crazy, Dope shit.
Yeah. Yo, one of my favorite tracks of the album. To me, one of the most slept on tracks of the album. It's not a song that I hear too many people talk about.
Yeah.
Like that beat, dude, it's so New York, yo. Like it's like that nighttime, like late at night, like 2 a.m, just coming back from the club, just walking through, the Deuce and shit, 42nd Street for those that don't know. It just has that vibe, man. I fucking love it. Love the line when he said, "Meet me at 7 and 2. I like your stilo. Now, boo, face it. You're banging to the ankle bracelet. I went against the grain when I said I never tasted. You work all day, come home ready for foreplay. Your favorite dish, hominy grits and fish saute. Whoo, man, you killed that. I was that could have been a video, especially for that time because especially around like 96, 97, a lot of artists was sampling from like 70s, 80s, like R&B joints, like R&B jazz type joints, and this is no exception. It definitely has that vibe, you know what I mean? But I can see why I didn't choose it as a single because it kind of has like a harder edge to it, so it wouldn't be like approach to like the bad boy ish because
Yeah.
unfortunately at that time, like a lot of artists, especially in the East Coast, fell victim to the bad boy syndrome, which they tried to follow the Biggie route, but it didn't work, and they played themselves. But it wasn't their fault. It was the record label telling them what they had to do, kind of like in the late '80s, early '90s when niggas had to do hip house music. So it was like the same concept with just making lovey not lovey dove, but like bad boy ish type songs. So, but yeah, but this shit right here, fire. Love this song.
Actually,
Love it.
doing a little jiggy shit, but done the right way.
Right,
You know what I'm
exactly,
saying?
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Breakdown, bro.
Appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is my favorite song on the album, believe it or not.
Remember you saying that before. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why, but like this song definitely stands out. It's different from everything else in the album. This is first of all, it's a Capone solo track, but it's like a chick song. It's very different, content wise from everything else in the album. But that production is incredible on this, and I love how they sample that, either Smokey Robinson or D'Angelo, whichever you prefer. That cruising. If you want it, you got it forever. Love that, and yeah, it's just such a dope track. Yeah, I don't know. It's like this is a good example of like a chick song done right, and yeah, it fits really well. It's still, it's not soft. It's dope. I love it. It's such a great track. Yeah, for me, it's the production from Marley Marl, just amazing. Love it.
Kind of like poems like, Camé or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Ooh. Yo, dope comparison. I can see that.
Thank you, brother.
Dope.
Wow.
Y'all even want to go listen to this album now, man. Yo,
brother.
Yo,
I had a blast bumping this. Like I said, I got emotional because there's a lot of attachments to this record, But next is my favorite song on the whole fucking album. Halfway Thugs. That fucking beat. Shout out to Charlemagne, man.
Yeah.
Nori, some of my favorite verses gave it kicked. Yo, nigga was like, yo, now ain't that calling the kettle black? I used to peddle crack. You never sold drugs, so stop fronting. I push the wall button. You cold panic. Use tools to fix your fucking face like a mechanic. Like, bro. Fucking Nori.
That's
Body
crazy,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, nigga. Like, that shit's grimy. That beat?
Yeah.
Halfway Thugs is my favorite shit on here. Nigga said use tools to fix your fucking face like a mechanic.
Whew.
Bro. I know that shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw something at a nigga, bro. Throw a TV at you crazy, like peace and keep it thorough, my nigga. You feel me? Like, you know the vibes? Like, Halfway Thugs is that shit.
Yeah, that man.
The passion's coming through, bro.
Yo, if you told me Havoc made that beat, I would have believed you.
I was thinking that back in the day.
Yeah, but Charlemagne, man, and he did "It's on You" on the episodes of a Hustler album. So like, that tells you right there, man. I'm telling you guys, check out Natural Elements on YouTube. Just like,
I definitely will.
Yeah, dude, you will fucking lose your shit. Like, quotables for fucking days. But yo, there's a rumor. I don't know if it's true.
Yeah,
but it kind of makes sense that this was like a shot towards Prodigy, like a diss. Go ahead.
Them niggas were beefing around this time, you know, like.
Were they? I didn't know that.
Yeah, because remember Ty Nitty fucking got shot. No, he shot the nigga in the back.
Oh yeah. But I didn't know it was around this time though. I thought it was like afterwards.
Maybe like 98. Maybe.
Okay.
Because remember Havoc fucked up Traj too, because he's talking to his girl or whatever.
Yes. That's true.
Then Karate Joe was beating up Nori, and they stole his Jesus piece and all that shit.
Yes. Not yet.
Yeah.
I refresh my memory. Yeah, that was. Go ahead.
No, Steve, my bad. Go ahead, brother.
No, you good. No, it's woo. Yo, there's a line when he said, "Imbalance two scales of slaughter, Eric disciple. Open your face, spit your cut, pour in the honey in the sweet pea. Fuck with Popeye, get smoked properly." Another line when he said, "You're the only one, 16 alphabet, your power counterfeit, fraudulent, yo, who's fascinated? I get highly lifted, upgraded, player hated. You bite me before I made it. My opposition, competition, you cold scratch, like gas without serial numbers that don't match. Yeah. Yo. Bro. Yo, the way he said that and over that beat is just like perfect, yo. Like,
nigga.
Yo, one of the illest. I mean, recipes of Prodigy, but that's one of the illest diss tracks toward Prodigy. Fuck that Takeover. I mean, I like Takeover, but this shit is more personal because they actually hung out with each other. You know what I mean? So like, that's what makes it more hurt, and definitely one of the best tracks towards Prodigy, man. But Halfway Thugs, I fucking love this song. I'm not mad that you said it might be my favorite today. It could be, but it's just hard to choose a favorite one for me, man. But this one right here, definitely in my top three. That's a spoiler alert for me.
It's my favorite, yeah.
Yeah, top three for me.
So hard.
Whew.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. Another absolute classic of this album and one of my favorites too. I agree with what you guys said. It sounds like a Havoc beat. Like even the percussion has that Havoc sound, like Hell on Earth sound. It's kind of very very close. And I mean Noreaga just killed it with his rhymes on here. I love towards the end when he says, "Dissolve that weak shit you fought just revolved like the earth at its axis. I got access to map this pure blackness. You attack this, you know." It's so dope, you know what I mean? Very intelligent wordsmith, you know what I mean? Doesn't get credit for that at all, really. But you know, like he you know, he's an intelligent guy. Like when, you know, at this time when he was writing this stuff, it's like, you know, obviously this album has a lot of street shit and a lot of gully shit, but at the same time, it has enough stuff in there that makes you think, you know. Really, really good track. And that beat is crazy. I love it. It's just mad dark and mad kind of eerie. And really, really great track. Halfway Thugs, one of my favorites on the album too.
Oh yeah, Ross. One more thing before we get to the next track. Like on my Infamous Life book, like no, like Prodigy's like enjoying describing what happened in Nori. He's like, and Karate Joe started punishing his ribs. Then we stomped the nigga. That's like a dude with a dumpster. I was like, damn, nigga. Yeah, that beef was real, bro.
That's
But,
crazy.
yeah, glad they squashed it. And then you got that book, right, Steve?
Yeah, I got it. It's been a while since I read it though, but yeah.
It's crazy. I love that book. All right. Now we get what is it? Capone-N-Noreaga Live Interlude. No, we get LALA, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. LALA featuring Mobb Deep and Tragedy Gaddafi.
Whew.
Molly Mall killed that beat. A direct response to Dog Pound's New York, the Dog Food album. I prefer the remix over the original for sure. Just more darker and chaotic,
Yeah.
Prodigy stated that, he hated seeing New York video and seeing Snoop kick down the buildings and all that shit. So niggas want to fire back. And Mobb Deep is some of the only niggas that fired back, bro. You know what I'm saying? The West Coast shit.
Mm-hmm.
I just wish the track wasn't edited. It fucking annoys the shit out of me.
I know.
One of my biggest pet peeves, Tragedy got my favorite verse on here, but yeah, LALA, fucking classic, bro. Classic.
Yeah, this shit goes hard. Love the video for this shit right here, man.
Yeah, black and white joint, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yup. Yo, so Matt Hoff's he has kind of like a podcast, like kind of like he interviews artists and shit like that. So he interviewed Tragic Gaddafi, and he talked about they asked him like, yo, what was that like a real body where you guys drove off the the Queensbridge bridge and shit like that.
Yeah.
And he's like, nah, that was just like a rug wrapped up in plastic, a garbage bag pretty much. And that was like the idea from Nick Queston, who did the video for it.
Yeah,
that was like his idea and shit like that. So it made it look realistic. So that's why it looked like it was flopping like it was a body. So I said I threw that out there. Also, the beat was actually produced by Jay Force. Jay Force he was like under Marley Marl's tutelage. You know what I mean? Like white Italian dude. He cool. Like I spoke to him on Facebook a couple of times. Like cool dude. Like yeah, because like there was a couple of beats that and Marley's kind of known for this, like throughout the 90s, like where he would take credit for beats that he didn't do, but because Marley Marl was like the bigger name, like he took credit for that. And then you could tell, like just listening to like drums and like how the drums sound and things like that, definitely like SP-esque. And J Force was an SP dude, but yeah, like you said, it was a response to Dog Pound's New York, and Prodigy said that like he had a line, but he saved that for the Live Nigga Rap, which ended up being it was written. So his verse was supposed to be on this song, but he didn't for some reason. I'm not sure why. But man, Tragedy fucking killed it, man. I think he had the best verse. Everybody did their thing, but Tragedy, when he said niggas dried up late in the box from the virus, commercial that try to bust gats at the livers. This life of crime only will shine real survivors. You halfway niggas, I advise you not to try this. Another line when he said, from the stress from my head throbbing like a tumor, it's 1 o'clock, make a salat. I catch Juma lay down my tile slide off suede Pumas. The rumor spread around the jail like that, bend down. 6 joint holding down the fiat. You know how to turn the page. Latin kings do their thing. Ice pick for gat. Try to lay my god body cats all on their back, but never that. Man.
Yeah, Charge got the best verse.
Oh my fucking god, he killed that shit. You're like, whoo, yeah, he killed that. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, brother.
Yeah, LA, another classic track off the record. Yeah, not much more to add from what you guys said. I think everyone did fantastic on this song. Yeah, like I think everyone has a few dope quotables on each, and yeah, really dope track. I like the beat too, and yeah, it's just a dope track. Not much else to say. I like when Capone says, once the weight comes, I'm out of state triple sums. Stop my phones. I got guns that cripple sons. Oh my goodness. That's mad girly, but yeah, I love this song. It's really, really great.
Yeah. Now we get Capone-N-Noreaga live interlude. I always skip that.
Oh, I don't like it at all.
Hey y'all.
Uh,
Like, hey
it's
y'all.
yeah, no.
CNN War Report.
I've got nothing nice to say about that.
The nigga Ray be like, yo, fast forward that shit, nigga. Get the shit out of here.
Oh yeah.
Hey y'all. Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, it sounds like even they don't want to do it.
There's 2 songs that's supposed to be on here. I know, right? Like, we gotta do this shit.
Yeah.
Like, get rid of this and put on fucking Married to Marijuana, my nigga. You know?
Yeah.
And Thugs Calm Down with Tragic Now supposed to be on here too. Yeah, man. But yeah, terrible. Alright. Russ is like, they don't want to do it. It's true.
Yeah, they don't sound into it, you know?
No. I don't know if that was penalty to say, yo, do this shit. I don't know. It's kind of weird, but
Definitely a filler track.
oh, for sure. Now we get a legal life featuring Tragic Gaddafi and Havoc. Man, Jesus. They said that Havoc did the beat and like Tragic drum programming, I think. Like, we hate the law, so we break it. Loyalty to life, there's no way to escape it, you know. Love that shit. Run through Hard Boiled, you like John Woo, you know. Hard Boiled is a dope ass movie, you know, same nigga that did, Killer and shit.
Yes.
You know, so hard. One of my favorites on the album for sure. Love it, man. Oh, that beat too?
Yeah.
It's so creepy, nigga. That shit's hard, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. This would probably be my favorite track off the album, man.
Mad at it, my nigga.
Yeah. Tomorrow might be Halfway Thugs, man, but that's how much Illegal Life, was produced by Havoc. It was actually the first single of the album. Unfortunately, there was no video for it because the actual song came out in '96. They recorded the album between like '95 to '97. But you can definitely tell this was recorded in '96. It definitely had that Hell on Earth vibe. But man, N.O.R.E., oh my fucking god, he killed this shit. He said the law we hate. Drop a cake cut like mixtape. Spoil cook plate. You buying fake weight. The next day, Complays score Jake's Jesus, Conduce, Clan Bishop and Juice. Bloody up your goose. Now who screamed for truce? Left Rack is Iraq. Illegal life contract. Keep him back. Load up the Big Macs. Woo!
And Nori clapped the nigga after he watched Juice too. So yeah.
Yo, that's crazy.
I'm saying that story, yo.
Yo, that's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, that definitely should have had a video for that shit, man. But that time, I could imagine this shit like sparring so much beef and shit. So yeah. I could see why. But man, I could play this shit like this is like that. You going on 95, you're doing like 80, 90, 100 on the highway, just spooling through cars and shit like that. Yo, like that's the music play on that shit.
You might have them things on you too, and them boys might be after you too, my nigga.
Oh, you already know.
Fire, bro.
Yeah, another fantastic track on the record. Yeah, that beat, it might be the darkest for me on the album. I think it's that vocal sample that they're using in the background. It just makes it, it just makes it creepy. Yeah, really adds a lot to it. Yeah, and I mean, again, Noriega and Capone both drop heat with their verses. I like when Noriega ends off the track. He says, I get my loot back on a timetable. Hey, yo, it's CNN. Yo, see us soon on cable at the round table network through the label. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just fly. You know what I mean? Just fly shit at the end. I thought that was pretty dope. And another great track. And it's just so dark. I love it.
It's dark as hell, bro.
Yeah.
Love that shit. It's like, yeah, my nigga, crazy. Next, we get Black Gangsters featuring Tragic Gaddafi. Buck Wild back again with another crazy fucking beat. Love Nori's verse in here. We go dirty like Click, don't take shower. That shit's hard. And Capone, crazy too. Flip more raw than Dominique Dawes. The gymnastic bitch. But he's talking about coke and shit. That shit is so hard, bro. Yeah, Black Gangsters is tough. Yeah, other than little skits, there's no bad songs in this record at all.
Yeah, yeah.
Beyond good. Yeah, Black Gangster's hard, bro.
Yeah, another dope joint by Buck Wild, man. Killed that shit. Love the line by Capone where he says, "Peep the third floor, shade that never rises. For Jake, I hold weight plus gats in greater sizes. Bulletproof down to my necks now that we the livest." Woo! Dope.
So
Love
hard.
that. Yeah, that's my thoughts on that, man. Fire, man.
Fire, man.
That's that block shit right there you talking about.
Yeah. Black Gangster's is tough.
Yeah, another
Mhm.
dope track on the album. Yeah, Buckwild on the beat. Really like this production. You know, it kind of has. I think it's like a xylophone in the background. It's really dope. Kind of adds a real kind of eeriness to it. And yeah, just not much else to say. You know, kind of deep in the album at this point, but still, you know, offering heat after heat. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's a great track. Another dope one.
That beat's crazy.
It is. Yeah.
And I love songs with a xylophone on it. You know, Nas,
Like
One Love,
Illusions.
Illusion, Static.
Yeah.
I mean, Sadat X, fucking Wild Cowboys, West Side Gun, Big Luther freestyle. You know, shit like that. Like, love
Yeah,
that
it's always dope. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, depending on what copy you got, you get closer. You know, I much prefer the Sam Snead remix. I do like that one because I had the tape and that was on there, right?
Yeah.
I got the CD in like the late '90s, and my version has that on there. The you don't wanna be with Ya Capone, the dude singing on it. I just love that shit. That's the video version that that's on here. My version, the dude Smoke from Complexion, he sung it great. No, he just sound clean on the beat. Amazing way to close the album, in my opinion. And the other one has a shorty singing on it, and that one's dope too. You can't go wrong. But I prefer the one with Homeboy on it, and the video version, basically. Yeah, give me that kind of like that ultimate mafioso era. You know, I love it. Close is a dope ass song. Either way,
Right.
my opinion. Yeah.
So what you're saying is the original version is the video version or the remix?
No, I think the
So
original one is. Go ahead, Steve. My bad, brother. Go ahead.
I'm assuming I don't know because is the album version the remix version?
When I had the tape, there was a version with a girl on it, right?
Yeah.
But when I got the CD, it's the dude, the
Okay.
video version. Sam
Okay.
Snead remix is called. Yeah, that's the second press, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I looked it up and there's another version that has like it was produced by Clark Kent and it has like it uses a surface sample. So
And there's a girl on it, right? I'm pretty sure. This
Yeah, there is. Yeah,
I gotta revisit because it's been a while since I heard that song.
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, it's got a girl on it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I have not much to say about that. It's not my favorite song, but it's cool. But it's only one of those I skip. But that doesn't make. But this album, yeah. I'm sorry. Let me shut up. But this shit,
No, I'm sorry, the guy.
No, you good. No, man, I didn't really. This is a song I would skip. Be honest with you. It's cool, but it's not my go-to because I have my go-tos if you know what I mean. But,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I wouldn't say it's an ultimate go-to, but I do like it. Maybe because I'm being high, listen to him on the nigga Ray.
Yeah, no doubt.
Shorty's liked it and shit. So yeah, I do like that song. Not gonna lie.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have the Clark Kent version, I guess on the original version. And I like it. I think it's dope because it's different, production wise from the rest of the album. It's definitely a lot brighter and not, it doesn't have the sort of darkness that most of the rest of the album has. But I like that because it has that sort of like inspirational, kind of hopeful, kind of motivational kind of sound to it, to end off the album. Yeah, no, I think it's a dope way to end off the album. I also checked out the Sam Snead version today because I don't think I ever heard it before. If I did, I forgot about it. And I like that version too. It probably fits the album better, if that makes sense. But I don't know. I like the Clark Kent version because it is different and it
Yeah.
is, it is called Closer, and I think it is like a good way to end off the album on sort of like a different note. And like I said, kind of has that kind of inspirational kind of vibe to kind of go out there and get that paper. You know what I mean? I think that's dope. So yeah, no, I think it's a good track and it serves its purpose as a good way to end off the album.
Hell yeah.
Right.
Then we get Capone phone home outro. I just want to touch on this a little bit because Capone talking on the phone with Jungle, and then you say, "Yo, Nas wants to talk to you," and it's the most hyper I ever heard Nas. Yo, what up, nigga? You know, I never heard him talk like that.
Yeah.
Nas is always smooth. You know what I'm saying? And then E Moneybags grabs the phone. E Moneybags was a notorious Queens gangster. You know,
Yes, sir.
also an MC. He's good friends with Prodigy. He passed away. Good friends with Tupac too.
And
And
Stretch.
he just says he can't wait to stretch. Yeah, stretch as well. Can't wait the phone to go home. But yeah, basically the album's done. And my nigga, you know how we do? We give it the classic Sauce magazine rating, and we give our top 3 songs. This is 5 mics out the gate. Top halfway thugs. You know what I'm saying? Halfway thugs for sure. Then I gotta go with driver's seat. Then this could change anytime. Halfway thugs will never change.
Yeah.
But so it'll be halfway thugs, driver's seat, and then a legal life. Yeah, that's top 3 for me. Album means a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? I wish that Married to Marijuana and Calm Down was on here too, because it was recorded for this. You know, that's what I heard anyway. And
Yeah.
yeah, The War Report's a masterpiece. Like me and my uncle and Ray were bumping this shit when niggas didn't know fuck all about it. This is a fucking iconic album. Like Steve said earlier, it should be up there with classic albums in hip hop, and it's just a fucking tremendous album. Like Nori's, like this era of Nori is one of my favorite MCs ever, bro. For real. Pone too, bro. Like
I agree.
amazing record. Yeah, 5 mics for me out the fucking gate.
Yeah, I agree, man. Dope breakdown from everybody. Everybody did a great job breaking down this album. I think I feel that we all did a great job. Just had to throw it out there. Thanks for the chat for tuning in. You guys easily could have been outside, doing your thing, going to the mall. But you decided to come with us, so I do appreciate that.
Facts.
My overall thoughts of this album, man, definitely a 5 mic classic. Despite like some of the skits, you know what I mean. But to me, that doesn't make or break the album, because at least it fits the album, if that makes sense. So it's not like, oh my god, like I can't stand it or anything like that. But just overall feel of the album, man, it was like something different. Like you really felt like niggas from the block like just made it. You know what I mean? Like this is their first time rapping, but it's like with the tutelage of Tragic Gaddafi, you can never go wrong. And I'm glad that Tragic Gaddafi was under them, because I mean on top, because you could tell like he spearheaded like the overall concepts, the production and all that shit. You could definitely tell. Kind of wishes he made an album around this time. That would have been fucking dope. But my top 3 songs, like Mike would say, like it could change any day. But for now, I'm gonna go with Stick You, Parole Violators, and Halfway Thugs for me.
Great.
Yeah. But man, this album right here. And by the way, I have the Clark Kent version of Closer. So I have
Word.
that
You got
one.
the Super OG. I never had that on the CD. I had the tape.
Oh shit, that's crazy. Yeah, man.
Yeah, because you know my story. I started transitioning to CDs in '98. So
Right,
the time
right,
I got
right.
War Report, it was the reissue. Yeah.
Yeah, man. And then this version goes for some money too. I didn't realize until when I did the review for this album like last year. I didn't know it went for that much money, but it goes for some bread. But yeah, man, this album right here, man, like I said, it definitely deserves to be on, the classic talks. I mean, it is like, but I don't feel like it gets the proper respect. I feel like it gets overshadowed just because of Nori of who he is, because he gets overshadowed with the whole drink champs. Like people don't take him seriously, but like Mike said, from that 3 year period from '97 to 2000, that nigga was making noise, man. He was New York when he was New York. Now this fucking Miami nigga now, like like Nah, he need to go back to he need to go back to New York, lose some pounds, lose some weight, man, and what I mean, some turkey bacon, beef ribs or something. You know what I mean? Chilling Queensbridge, left frack, you know what I'm saying? Something. You know what I mean? Just go chill with tragedy for like a year, and then just put that shit out, man. But yeah, man, this is a classic album. Definitely, um, carried me away from my high school days. Like, got me through some hard times.
Oh, yeah.
2001 is like one of the worst years of my life. This along with Hell on Earth is definitely one of the albums. And Reasonable Doubt, albums like that definitely carried me on through hard times. And yeah, it's near and dear to my heart. So I fucking love it, man. Somebody like Nori that has like a unorthodox style, and then the beats that he raps over is just complements his style. Capone. It's a shame that he was in jail throughout the making of this album, unfortunately, because of weapon charges. But he did what he had to do, man. But they both did their thing. And shout out to Tragedy. Shout out to the producers in the album and the making of the album, man. Yeah, my overall thoughts on that shit. So, War Report, love it.
Yeah, I mean, same with me. I'm going to have to give it 5 marks as well. Yeah, there are a few skits on here I don't really care for. You know, Capone Phone Home, Stay Tuned. Well, that's kind of like a song and a skit, like kind of at once. That the one at the end, whatever, and the Capone-N-Noreaga Live. Yeah, obviously I could skip all of those, but all the other like actual songs in the album are fantastic. Everything, even the intro was dope. The event You Got Bloody Money, which is amazing. And then all the other songs that follow were just, up to that caliber. There's no, there are no slouches as far as the actual tracks are concerned. And like I said earlier, I'm very impressed. But they got like a wide range of producers on here, but yet they remain consistent. You know what I mean? I would say the only beat on here, if it's like pretty different, would be the Clark Kent version of Closer. That sounds very different, but everything else is that kind of gully, dark, eerie, East Coast hip hop, which at that time was getting phased out. Unfortunately, things were getting moving towards that kind of glossier sound. You know what I mean? Obviously, Bad Boy were kind of the sort of poster child for that, but yeah, I mean, production throughout this album is phenomenal. Both Capone and Noreaga are just, fantastic as a duo. My favorite duos in hip hop are always, when both MCs have a very distinct voice, and they both have dope voices, on their, by themselves. And the fact that they have great chemistry together works really well too. You know what I mean? I never really like duos or groups where, the guys all sound the same, but, with Capone and Noreaga, right away, who's who, you know what I mean? They both have their kind of unique voices, and, they have bars as well, you know what I mean? There's some violent sort of ignorant shit on here, but at the same time, there's some, sort of thought-provoking, intelligent rhymes on here. And yeah, it's a really fantastic album. And my top 3 songs would be Capone Bone, Never Die Alone, and probably Sticky or Parole Violators. I could change, but yeah, one of those I'll stay Sticky for today. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those albums where can't go wrong with any of these tracks, And yeah, I love it. It's mad, dark, eerie, straight, but yeah, and like we mentioned earlier as well, it's long. Like, this is a 70-minute, plus album, minute wise, but it doesn't drag. You know what I mean? And that's the sign of a good album. So yeah, absolutely love it. So yeah, one of the best albums of 1997, no doubt about that. And yeah, really, really big fan of this album, and I'm glad we got to review it. I know it's been a long time coming, so yeah.
Like, we need to do Liquid Swords when we can too.
Oh yeah, there's loads of Wu-Tang stuff I think we haven't done yet.
Yeah, keep links over too. We need to do that over.
Yeah, Decal.
Yeah, me and Ross bodied Iron Man. That was a blast.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, yeah.
But even though it's not 97, 92, we definitely need to fit in like Old Dirty and Jizza this year. That'd be fire.
Yeah, we got Wu-Tang Forever, of course, coming up.
Oh,
so.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
How I feel about that, nigga? You know about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, brother.
Oh, it's quotables for days, man. I gotta write some lyrics for that.
Oh yeah, that best album lyrically for sure. I got that vinyl too, Doobie. It's fucking gorgeous. Glad I got that. Shout out to Unc for Christmas. He got me that boy. But yeah, this is one of the best albums produced too. Like production wise on this record, fucking
I agree.
crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I know it's late for us. I know Steve got to get his brother's birthday and shit. So
Yeah, it's my brother's birthday. Happy born day.
happy birthday to
Oh,
you, bro.
Happy birthday, yeah.
It's
Real,
26, man, 26 years old, man.
That's dope, bro. Around the same age as my little brother, Jordan.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, I think my brother Devin is like a year older, but 2 years
Okay.
older actually. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, man. Shout out to the chat. Y'all niggas came out tonight, man. Shout out to
Yeah,
y'all niggas, man.
appreciate that, man.
Love y'all niggas, man. And
Word. Same.
see y'all niggas next week, man. Pete Rock and CL Smooth.
Whew.
Again, the Soul Brother, 1990 Deuce. So we'll be there. Yeah. So we're gonna end this shit.
Yes, sir.
See y'all niggas on the flip side. Steve, stay backstage if you can. 1
All
second.
right, yeah, I got you.
All right, brother. All right, y'all. Peace, y'all.
Have a good one.
Peace.